Okay, hello and welcome back to more F1 2021 My Team. Now today should be the Austrian Grand Prix, but I had a bit of a recording issue with, well, everything really. My audio was all messed up. It wasn't enough content to form into a video, and I thought that because of that, I realised a bit too late in the race, and I just decided to retire. So, no points gained from it, but I don't think Stroll gained many points. I think he only gained 10 points. It's not really too big a deal in terms of the championship. But that means that this is the halfway point of the season. And we got to renegotiate with our teammate. We got to get another contract signed. So we're going to get on to that. Approach the driver. Give him the highest offer possible. We have bare money. It doesn't really matter. His focus is atrocious. And he's declined. Right, new driver then. And I've had these for a while, but never actually used them. So we're going to use an icon of Jenson Button. Perfect time for him to start, right before his home Grand Prix. And he's accepted. Let's go. Into qualifying, we have a new teammate. However, we also have a bit of a wet race ahead. So I'm going to sacrifice qualifying and go for a wet race setup. And just try and come like top 10. We'll see what happens, really. But it's a wet race, so it doesn't really matter how many tyres we use and all that good stuff. But it's looking good, actually. Our previous time was awful, but I was just getting used to the setup in the dry. It works in the wet very well. In the dry, not so much. But it's actually not too awful. That was a pretty clean run through Mags and Beckett's. We don't normally get a good run throughout, but I'm glad we did. Heading up towards Stowe then. Braking down, just down 2 gears. Almost losing the car there on the inside of Stowe, but we didn't. And then going into Val, turn 16, turn 17, and turn 18 to cross the line in P13. That is a very good qualifying. Fair enough.
Great Britain then, one of only 2 countries to have held a Grand Prix in every single year of the Formula One World Championship. And the circuit extends that record further for today's Grand Prix. Silverstone Circuit then. It's 3.6 miles long and has a total of 18 corners. And of course, is no stranger to the rain. There won't be any DRS available in these conditions, but the Wellington and Hangar Straights are still good opportunities to tuck into the slipstream and make a pass. Also here, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Now, we probably ought to start by discussing Pierre Gasly. As ever, the threat of unreliability is never far away, and indeed they'll be starting out of position today due to a power unit component change. So it's going to be a difficult task to move forward from there.
Everyone has to deal with penalties or reliability issues from time to time throughout their career. You just have to suck up the pain and get on with the job at hand. Today isn't about performing a miracle to put the car back where it should be. It's about effective damage limitation.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he starts from pole position. And talented Spaniard Carlos Sainz completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Stroll, Giovinazzi, Charles Leclerc, and Tsunoda. Russell, Ocon, Perez, and Lewis Hamilton. Button, Reed, Lando Norris, and Raikkonen. Gasly, Joe, Robert Schwartzman, and Jack Aitken. Tictum, Matsushita, Latifi, and Nikita Mazepin. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Okay, I know it's your home Grand Prix, but treat it like any other race. Don't take unnecessary risks.
Well, that's very wet. Yeah, that is insanely wet. Underfueling the car as always. Don't need much fuel because safety cars and things. But yeah, let's have another look at that wetness once I've done this. That's mental. That is insert Lando Norris clip of wetness.
Could you describe the conditions around the track at the moment, please?
What? Just realised how mad that sentence sounded. But yeah, we sacrificed qualifying yesterday. We're in P12. We got bumped up. Button is in P11. That's not a sentence I thought I'd ever be able to say. I like that. I like that a lot. But yeah, so we sacrificed qualifying, but I know the setup works really well here. I've done a lot of wet practice around here. That's a lie. I've just done it before. Anyways, here we are then, in Silverstone, on the grid to 5 red lights. We are underway for our home Grand Prix here in Britain. A great start. Hamilton, an awful start. Looking around his right-hand side, down into turn 1. Let's see what can happen here. Down into turn 1, he pulls ahead and so does Button. Yellow flag. Why is that a yellow? Charles Leclerc is out of the session.
Has just been deployed due to a build-up of stopped cars on the track.
We got up into P8 somehow. I don't know. We overtook under yellow. I don't really care. Yeah, I do it all the time. So yeah, the slow safety car is ending.
Maintain positive delta until the green flags.
Not even a full lap. Let's see what can happen alongside George Russell. Oh my God, that was close. I think we only just managed to get past him just as the green turned. I literally think we were like a millisecond off of getting a warning for that and having to hand back the position. Anyways, we are past him and up into P7 before the end of lap 1. Right, lap 2 behind Esteban Ocon in the Alpine. He's losing a bit of control there, heading down towards turn 3. Let's see what will happen through here. A little bit of a sausage curve on the right. Always throws you off and will throw you into a wall if you misbehave. A bit like that one as well there. Anyways, we're right behind Ocon, coming out of turn 5 and down the Wellington Straight. Let's see if we can actually do anything, make a move here into turn 6, into Brooklands. We cannot. We're right there though, we're right behind them. And let's see. Oh my God, we've sent it up the inside. We've absolutely sent it out of Luffield. Nothing's happened. There we go. We just gained a position. Like that. That was insane. I love that. You love to see it. Oh, Jesus. Alright, heading on into Cops now. Very dodgy in the wet, because you have to break down, but the AI sometimes don't break down as much as they should, and it can be a real pain in the arse. Magnus and Beckett's then, a section I've had to been teaching myself. I've literally come in and practiced this one section, and then done it, rewound back to the start, and done it, and done it, and done it. I can never get it. I now get it somewhat. As we're behind Yuki Tsunoda heading down towards Stowe, we can't go around his inside. I don't know why we had to look up the outside there, dipping our wheels into the grass, but it didn't bloody work. But we are right behind him, heading in towards turn 16. We're down the inside into the chicane. He will have the inside line, but he doesn't have the grip to make it. Oh, Jesus! We're alive. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, breathe. Lap 4. We've made a bit of a gap now. We're in P5.
Off a bit, but the track is still going to be wet for a while.
Okay. But yeah, there's a bit of a gap now. There's a gap behind us and in front of us, which isn't good either way. Actually, good behind, but not good in front. Lap 6, heading down towards Stowe. Bigger gap in front, but a smaller gap behind. George Russell is right there. If there was DRS right now, he would have DRS, but luckily in the rain, you don't have DRS. But yeah, it's been a dodgy few laps, I can't lie.
We're seeing that the tyres are too hot. You need to cool them down. Find some standing water. Gap to car in front is 7.7 seconds.
Oh wow. Okay. We'll have to take a couple of seconds off the racing line. We'll be all good. Right, again, lap 7, down towards Stowe. Nothing much has happened. The gap ahead has gone smaller. The gap behind has gone larger. The exact thing we want to happen, because it means that we've picked up the pace, which is very, very nice. Very nice. Yes. Alright. Giovinazzi ahead. He's going quite slowly. He's got very...
car ahead is 4.3 seconds.
Okay. Right. Oh, yellow flag. That is, that's a red ball off. That's a red ball off.
There's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flag.
Is it SAINZ? It's SAINZ. He's gone into the gravel.
2 seconds.
Oh.
Light rain will stay with us for at least 20 minutes, maybe more. Light rain is here to stay. It's hard to say if inters or wets are better right now.
Right. Well, I don't know why there's a safety car out. SAINZ went off the track and came straight back on, but sure, bro. Right. Stay behind Giovinazzi. Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Oh, safety car, lovely in the lovely British... Oh, shit. Lovely British weather. Good stuff. Alright, here we go then, here we go. Safety car coming in behind Giovinazzi in P4 as SAINZ gifted us P4. Let's see what we can do here. Heading down towards turn 3 now. Braking down. 5 gears below what we were. I don't know what I'm chatting about here. We're right behind Giovinazzi. Heading towards the Wellington Straight. Just through turn 5 roundabout. Now, let's see what we can do. Heading down the Wellington Straight, right behind Giovinazzi. ERS fully enabled. Around the right-hand side. He goes wide. We're going to go down the inside and pull back across to get P3 to get ourselves back up on the podium on lap 11 of 13 behind Lance Stroll now in the AlphaTauri, our championship contender. We're going to look around the right-hand side, left-hand side, sorry, heading down towards Cops. It doesn't seem like there's going to be much we can do just yet, but we'll attack. Lap 11. On to lap 12, we're going to go out of turn 18, sorry, into turn 1 alongside Lance Stroll. He's pulled himself backwards a little bit and allowed us through up into P2. Very nicely good. Yeah, man. Okay, Max Verstappen ahead of us. There's nothing we can really do about that. I don't think we'll be able to catch up, unfortunately. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Going through now down to the Wellington Straight, heading down towards Brooklands. He's putting away quite a bit, and I can't lie, I think second is where we sit, unless Stroll can do something about that. Whether he can or not. He's a lot faster through the corners because I'm just trying to be safe. I don't want to spin, I don't want to crash, I don't want to lose any form of grip, because that's bad. Grip loss equals bad. But yeah, through Cops now and heading down towards Max and Beckers. Let's see if we can actually do this anywhere close to cleanly. In 8th gear, shifting down 7th, letting off the throttle now and down to 4th. Yeah, a little bit wide out of the exit with Beckett's, but it's alright. We're all good, and I'm happy with the 2nd position. We're halfway through the season, and we're still on the podium. Obviously, Austria didn't happen, really, and it didn't happen well. Stroll ended up coming like 5th, I think, and got 10 points. So it was a 40-point deficit. But now, with this, I believe it will... I don't actually know.
This is your final lap of the race. We're leading our teammate by 4.4 seconds.
Nice. Let's see where... I don't actually know where Button's going to be, but let's see where he ends up. I'll be getting some points. Alright, here we go then. Through Maggots and Beckett's for the last time of the race. For the last time on F1 2021. This corner has caused me so much hassle throughout the career modes. Throughout the last couple of years, I'm hoping the 2022 F1 model will be slightly nicer, slightly better to drive. Stroll actually getting very close behind. His indicator is right on us. Verstappen's pulled away. Clean air in a wet track is insane. But yeah, Lance Stroll can't do anything. Checkered flag is raised. Max Verstappen will be your winner, but we take 2nd here at home, almost losing the car over the line. Flipping hell.
Yes, we're on the podium. Good job this weekend. Great drive. Thank you.
Jeff is, like, extremely happy with that. Fuck me. Well, that was a successful race. Alpine getting right alongside me, bro.
Here we are then, a fantastic British Grand Prix, and what a performance it was from our race winners today. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, keeping their tyre temperatures up in the tricky wet conditions was really important. There's not much grip out there at the best of times, and it's 10 times worse if you're out there on cold tyres. So the way they kept the rubber in its proper operating window was a huge advantage today.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team.
What a race it has been. Soaking wet conditions. SAINZ himself. New teammate. Norris went to Alfa Romeo actually. Armstrong can't catch a break. He's only been in F1 for a combined of 1 season. over 2 seasons. What a stat that would be, though. But yeah, Jenson Button, P8, 4 points to his name. But Max Verstappen takes a win. Lance Stroll in P3. I don't have any replays of that, unfortunately. But luckily, not too much happened. Obviously, there was what happened with SAINZ, and there's what happened with Leclerc right at the start. But there's nothing we can do about that, unfortunately. But yeah, what a race, and what a good start to the last half of the season. 7 races to go, and it's hopefully only up from here. Anyways, thank you very much for watching this episode, and I hope to see you next time for the Belgium Grand Prix.